Hello there, welcome to a brand new week. It's 2006 and I'm continuing work on the Bretonian men-at-arms unit. I'm only doing one unit at the moment. I'm batch painting them all as well. So these little snippets are going to be very short indeed. I'm going to finish off, or start off by finishing off the metal that I didn't have time to do yesterday. Then I'll quickly add a null oil wash over the entire miniatures. And as that took quite some time to dry, I only had a chance to do almost half of them with some Corvus black on the areas that I had earmarked to be black anyway. I did only have about an hour and a half anyway today to actually get this done, but it's progress is progress, so as long as I keep forging is the wrong word. As long as I keep going forward, that's all that matters. Today is 2007, and obviously work is going to continue on these Bretonians. I start the day by finishing off highlighting the black. I used Eshin Grey and Corvus Black because I don't really like very sharp black highlights. I prefer a much more subtle approach. Then I highlighted all the leather parts. I did 2 highlights on the actual leather, but only 1 on the wood. I then finally did all the silver highlights as well. I'm trying to be, trying to keep things as sort of dark as possible with the metal, because they are peasants and I want them to look a bit grubby. So that's today done. We've got all the first batch of colours finished, and tomorrow I will start work on various reds. Today is 2008 and work will continue on this men-at-arms Bretonian unit. So I start the day off by painting some red. I used 2 different reds just to get a little bit of extra colour in there. One was used mostly for the leather looking objects, and the other was used for cloth. I then used a nice dark brown just to start painting in the straps and the buckles and not buckles, that's the wrong word, belts, badges, pouches, that's the word I'm looking for. And then finally gave everything a liver wash with some null oil. And that's all I really had time to do today. It was just painting them over and over again. 18 guys in one day is a lot. That really doesn't sound right. But they are getting closer and closer to the end. Hopefully they will be finished by the end of the week. I'm not going to give an exact date, because if you watch any of these videos before, you know I'm absolutely terrible at that. Today is 2009 and we are getting closer and closer to the end of the Bretonians. Picking up from where I left off yesterday, I continued with the leather armour, followed by the red cloth, and then all the pouches and belts. After finishing all that, I start to move on to the final items of clothing that I missed with some Ratgar flesh, followed up by a quick wash. That is all I could do today. But hopefully we're still on track for finishing these guys by the end of the week. Today is 2010 and these guys are nearly complete. I start off the day by finishing off the paler colours that I started yesterday. I then went ahead and got all their flesh sorted. And I even had enough time to finish painting their shields, which I'm quite happy with. I'm not normally sort of a freehand kind of guy, but these were nice and simple. I mean, effectively they are only straight lines, but still I'm very happy with them. All that was left to do was actually add some the silver to the studs on their leather, and that's pretty much the vast majority of them finished. All I need to do now is paint the rest of the command and then baste them and do the transfers, and they will be done. Today is 2011 and I'm nearly finished the painting on these guys. I've just got to do all the detailing with the command group, which didn't take that long at all, which is fantastic because it's a Saturday, and if you've watched my videos before, I don't really have much time on a Saturday. I only really have about an hour. And thankfully there weren't very many details left to finish. Just a few extra colours here and there, and then some washes, let everything dry, and then highlight it all. Which, as these guys are older models, there's a lot less detailing on them, which is quite nice, to be honest. A lot of the models can be a little bit more complex these days. Well, once all the painting was out of the way, I then used some sterling mud, some mud texture paint. on the base to finish them off. Once that's dry, I'll probably give it a little bit of a dry brush tonight to make it tomorrow even faster. And there we are, quite happy with the way they've come along. Just need to do the transfers, and as I said, need to do the dry brushing on the bases, and they'll be sorted. When it got to the evening, I was a little bit bored, so I carried on finishing off the Bretonians. I dry brushed their bases, as well as adding their transfers to their shields. Today is 2012, and I'm going to get these guys finished finally. And I need a little bit of a break from painting Games Workshop stuff, so I'm going to start painting the rest of the Marvel Crisis Protocol Earth's Mightiest Heroes core set. After last night, all that was left was to actually add the flock, so I put some glue on there and just added the flock, and the men-at-arms are finished. So I went ahead and started the Marvel Crisis Protocol stuff. Absolutely love these models, really looking forward to painting them. As I said a little bit earlier, I really do need a break after painting 18 sort of old school Games Workshop models. As nice as it is to go back to the old school stuff, I am very much a sort of new kind of guy, and well, I've still got a lot of Bretonian stuff to do, and I think I'm going to need breaks in between each unit. I have never been one to actually just stick to one thing and paint it all the way through. I've always needed breaks just for variety. It's been a very good week this week. Getting an entire 18-man unit done was brilliant, especially because I only have about 2 hours per day to paint, and this week I didn't really have 2 hours every day. So next week is going to be mostly Marvel Crisis Protocol stuff, and then I'll go back to the Bretonians, and I'll probably do one of the mounted units this time. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and give us a subscribe so you can tune in next time to see how well I do with the Marvel Crisis Protocol stuff. And I'd also like to give a shout out to my friend Shameful Roleplay, who is a fantastic YouTuber. He absolutely loves D&D, so if you're into that, definitely give him a subscribe. He's got loads of videos up, and they are all brilliant. He absolutely loves D&D, and he really enjoys every aspect of it, to be honest. He's actually the guy who got me into wargaming in the first place. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and well, goodbye for now.